It was a snowy winter night in Hokkaido in the late 1970s. High school student Kashima Reiko was returning home late after school. Her family was in another city. They were going to visit her, but she had chosen to stay home because she was preparing for her university entrance exams. As she waited at the train station that day, the cold was piercing her insides. The streets were quiet. There was almost no one in the station. Standing alone on the platform, her eyes caught sight of something. There was a man on the other side of the tracks. He was wearing a black coat. His face was hidden, but his head was slightly tilted to the side, as if he were examining her. Reiko avoided eye contact, but the shiver that coursed through her did not go away. The train was about to arrive. Just then, a strong wind started to blow. A howl, a scream. No, it was not a scream. It was something else. Teke, teke, teke. Something was approaching with the wind. Suddenly someone shouted, "Stay away from the tracks." But it was too late. Reiko lost her balance and fell onto the tracks. The train crushed her. Her body was torn in two. But Reiko did not die. Reiko's spirit remained at the station. The engineers who saw her said they saw a shadow on the tracks as they started work in the morning. But the body had already been taken to the morgue. After that incident, it was believed that Reiko's spirit had not found peace. Because there was no funeral after her death, the upper part of the body was buried in one coffin, and the lower part in another, since her family was in a distant city. A year later, a high school student was found dead on the tracks at another station in Hokkaido. Her body was split in two. According to the autopsy report, no train had passed through that station at that time. But the body was the type that could have been formed as a result of a train crash. Witnesses said they saw a figure crawling around train stations at night, moving with its upper body, walking with its hands, fast, determined, angry. It made a tek 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 sound with every step. That's why this being was called Teke Teke. Over the years, the story of Teke Teke spread by word of mouth, especially among students in northern Japan. Among those who left school late at night, those who were alone in train stations, and those who stayed up all night in internet cafes, a rule emerged. If you are near the tracks late at night and hear the sound of Teke Teke Teke, run. Run as much as you can, because if he catches you, you will become like him. Teke Teke began to be seen, not only in train stations, but also in school corridors. Those who see him say that he is a rotting body, with no bottom, walking on his elbows. Some legends tell of him carrying a military knife and cutting his victims in half. According to one rumor, anyone who looks into the eyes of Teke Teke will die in the same way within 3 days. The only way to escape is to say his name out loud and kneel on the ground with your hands clasped above your head. But it is not certain whether it works. In recent years, strange images have been captured on security cameras in Japan. Something was seen crawling between the rails at night and disappearing a few seconds before the train arrived. Authorities could not explain this footage, but it spread rapidly on internet forums. A video game company even designed a horror game themed Teke Teke. But during the game's development process, 2 people from the company were found dead on the rails. The game was canceled. The company made no statement. Is it an urban legend, a ghost that is the product of social trauma, or is it really a spirit that has returned to the world with a vengeance? No one can say for sure. But this is known. If you are alone at a train station at night, keep your ears open, because somewhere in the darkness there is something crawling on the ground, and never forget that sound that echoes with every step you take. Teke, teke, teke.